So everybody works together to help make this campground work.
Remember, all of you have signed a waiver. We are not responsible for your...
And with a little bit of teamwork, it's almost done. All right, we have made it to Ider, Alabama, to Thunder Canyon Campground. Just pull right up here to the red building, hit the green call button.
Hi, welcome to Thunder Canyon. Are you checking in?
Yes, it's Edel Camps for check-in.
Be right up to get y'all.
This is a gated community. You will get a code to get in, and they will also come with a golf cart and lead you into your site. It is well marked here. Sites 1 through 14 are premium sites, and you will just hit right. That's where you'll find us. So we're at site 3. We have a premium site, and they are absolutely huge. We have room in the front and room in the back, and that's pulling through with Bullwinkle and Rocky. Check out this front, this whole area from the tip of our RV nose all the way up to the road is part of our site. So even after Rocky, our site goes to that tree straight ahead. We have a terrace deck. Yeah, hey, looks kind of cute to me. Our picnic table is huge. I think we could have definitely a banquet on this picnic table. The sites here are full hookup, complete with water, sewer, and electric. Down the steps from our beautiful sitting area, we still have a lot of grassy room before we get to the next site. Also in this area is our fire ring. If you want firewood, it's $4, fire starter $1, and ice is $3. This is what your $4 gets you. Load up this bucket and take it back to your site. The firewood's stacked and covered out behind the back porch at the fellowship hall. It doesn't come with the chicken. Love this back porch. One of our favorite places to sit has been in that porch swing.
How you doing? We're sitting out here on the porch swing of Fellowship Hall. In a couple minutes they're going to start a movie up. They do movie nights every Thursday, and they alternate with a caravan into town for dinner. So tonight it's movie night. Can't wait to see what's on.
It's not my story. It's yours. And this moment, it doesn't belong to me. Bart Miller wrote this song, this beautiful song, and I want him to be the one to sing it for y'all tonight. For the first time ever.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We're at Thunder Canyon, and if you're looking for a place to meet friends,
Ider, Alabama.
there are lots of opportunities during the week here. We're headed for coffee with friends.
Oh yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's go get some coffee.
We sure are having a great time at the Fellowship Hall. There's so much to do, so much community, friendship right here to be had. We have a nice little coffee station. I'm telling you what, you'll never be hungry here. There's always something good going on. The Fellowship Hall is absolutely gorgeous. This is where we meet, have potlucks, Sunday church, and it's also where they have their little store. They also have a huge kitchen, so we can have eatin' meetings, is what I call it, but a huge kitchen so we can all feast and celebrate together. Inside the kitchen are 2 washing machines. They are $2 and take coins only. The dryers are also coin operated at the cost of $2. There are restrooms inside of the Fellowship Hall. They have arts and crafts here throughout the week. Looks like they made beautiful crosses. Ooh, in the Fellowship Hall, you can also borrow movies and games. Biv's pop-up store, where you can purchase shirts and other trinkets from Thunder Canyon. If you need a walking stick for your hikes, come on and grab one from the Fellowship Hall. Make sure you put it back after you're finished. This is Murphy, and Murphy is my friend for the next few days. And Murphy and I like to walk a lot. There's not a dog park here. However, you can walk your dog on a leash throughout the park, but like every other park, please clean up after your pet. And they do have trash bags for your pet along the park. If you're into disc golf, there are 9 rounds, and they even have your discs here available for you if you don't have some of your own. Now this is quite the obstacle. How often do you get to play disc golf that's surrounded by hay, cows, and donkeys? Check out these good mamas. We have 2 of them nursing their babies. We have 4 little calves out here. Good job, mamas. If you are into cows, you can have your RV backed right up to a whole field of them. Come back to the country life. Up on the hill is the new portion of the campground that John and Mercedes put in. Very nice. Each spot has a picnic table and full hookups. Barn needs a little repair, but I absolutely love how they're putting everything together. It just takes a little bit of time, a lot of love, and extra money. There's no playground here, but I believe it's in the future. For now, there's a cute little swing in the tree. It looks like a beautiful complex, and from what I've seen of what they've done with the older stuff, I know this is going to be absolutely gorgeous when they're done. I can see so much potential in this little bathhouse over here. I like all the concrete tables and benches. Gives that old campground feel. Coming back to the basics. Love it. To me, there's nothing better than free-range chickens. And there is plenty here to be found. And even ones that have little skirts on them. Going for the worms. They have their aprons put on them so that the roosters can't get a hold of them too badly. Of course, roosters favor some more than they favor others. Slow down, there are chickens at play. It's like you have a little harem there, guy. Look at you, strutting your stuff. I see you. You're letting your little ladies cross the road. Right. What a gentleman. Good job. Oh, now he can cross the road. What a guy. To caution, you might see a duck crossing the road here. So not only are there free-range chickens, there are a couple of small chicken coops here as well. I like to watch them when you start throwing the feed in. I know. Are you guys ready to eat? Is it time? Are you jealous of the ones that get to free range? I don't know. I would be kind of jealous. So the property is protected by highly trained chickens. Some of the buildings from this 1960s campground have been remodeled, like the shower rooms. And we'll go and check the ladies' room out. When you walk inside, you'll see 3 showers. Each shower has a changing room. Now this is an older building, but it's been freshly painted and redone and very functional. It's been replumbed. There's plenty of room in the shower area for you to come take a shower. There are 5 sinks and plenty of mirrors. And there are 4 bathroom stalls. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but it's a tin roof, so it kind of makes tin roof noises. A panda bear would be in heaven here. There are plenty of patches of bamboo throughout the property. The old cabins from the old campground are going to be burned down. The fire department are going to use them for training. They have some spots in between the cabins for RVs as well. If you don't have an RV and still want that RVing experience, you can rent one of the RVs that are here at Thunder Canyon. You can stay in the same 5th wheel that John and Mercedes had, where Sage said the Lord's Prayer in. On the property is Virgil Blevins' home, 1930, Blacksmith, Gristmill. Back in the 1930s during the Depression, homes were built for function more than anything else, so they had 1 bathroom, if not an outhouse, as well as many bedrooms they needed, but mostly they were built for work. I love this old chimney. It's beautiful when they used to build all the things out of stones from their property. The well by the Gristmill, also built for function. Everything was used for a purpose back then. These stones are from nearby Gristmill, owned by Virgil Blevins. They're now by the old water fountain in the campgrounds of Thunder Canyon. We're here at the 12 Apostles Falls that's located right behind the old Boy Scout camp. There's so much history at Thunder Canyon. Not only do we have the Gristmill, but there's also the old Boy Scout camp, and this is a portion of that that still resides here on the property. I love looking at these back windows. I can envision Boy Scouts staying in these barracks. To the right of the registration office, right before you enter the gate, there's a beautiful pond. There are fish in it. I think the name Reflection Pond certainly fits this area. Very peaceful place to rest and contemplate life. We're here at Sage's Rocks, one of the places that Mercedes and John did rename. Beautiful place to explore. If you're taking a walk or a hike down through here, there's a nice bench to stop and take a break. Get a cool drink, maybe a snack, or just enjoy the sound of the little waterfalls coming down into the pool. Let's go play in the falls. This water feels good when it's over 80 or 90 degrees. Nature is so gorgeous. I could stay here all day. It has rained since last time we came down here, but we thought it would be fun to do a little fling in this little pool of water. There's not a pool here yet, nor a hot tub. But I'm telling you what, there's nothing better than a nice creek to take a nice dip in when the sun is hot. Let's see what the temperature of this water is. I know this is going to be a little bit hard to hear because the water is so sweet falling over those rocks. But we're going to fling in this body of water and just see what the temperature is. Let's take him out and see what he reads. I guess I'm getting warm-blooded because this water is only 60 degrees. But it sure feels good when the sun is beating down on you and you've taken a little walk down to the creek. There are several benches along the paths to sit down and just reflect or look over the water, listen to the birds, meditate. Whatever it is that you do for a little peace, quiet, and serenity. My favorite's to sit here and listen to the water. As you can see, they have marked the highlighted areas. We're chilling out here on the rock by the waterfall. Twin waterfalls. Here we are at Twin Falls. This is the backside of Twin Falls. You come behind it, there's a little rock walkway that you can walk down, and you can see the backside. Don't worry about getting lost. They have marked these little trails well. Stay close to the boulders and the creek, and you can't get lost. We are here at what they named Meditation Rock, but from my experience, I can promise you there are many meditation rocks here. So come out and pick out your own meditation rock. They've named this Batismal Pond. Very fitting. So it looks like behind us, when the river is high, that they may have had some old-timey baptisms here, as well as some steps that lead right into the river. Now, how would you like to be baptized in that pool of water? I know I would. Our son Cameron was baptized in a creek. We were told while the creek is low, you can cross this little dam and find a cave and take a beautiful picture from the other side. Haven't found the cave yet, but underneath these big rocks are gorgeous. It's amazing how they are just hanging here for you to walk under. It's beautiful from the other side of the creek. A little bit too dense with all the trees for you to see the campground, but it's there. And you can hear the creek from here as well. Going up the hill from the Batismal Pond, there is a blue sign pointing to the rocks, a red sign going out back to the campground. We're going to take the blue sign, hug the boulders, and see if we can't find waterfalls. Not too far up the trail, there's another blue sign, so we know we're headed in the right direction. Follow the sound of the noise, and you have a little waterfall. The more you venture up Boydson Creek, you continue to see more and more beautiful rock formations and waters falling between them. You're here and curious about what this little red house is? It's the pump house. This is where they pump the sewage from the lower half of the campground up to the top part of the campground to make sure it's far away from the creek as possible. Ash, what are you doing?
Taking out the trash. Get in there, trash. Just says right here, not for public use. And I'm not showing anybody my privates.
All good things must come to an end. It's time to leave. Here's your list of reminders. And RV Odd Squad Park thanks you for coming.
All right, it's time for the Thunder Canyon Cellular Service Report. Well, unfortunately, T-Mobile didn't make it, so we have a stand-in. But AT&T comes in at the lead at 73.8 MIPS. Very nice speed. Verizon even showed up at 39.3, although it got a little slow at times. However, in the middle, we have the Campground Wi-Fi. The Campground Wi-Fi here was amazing, let me tell you what, as you can see by the pictures. So what I've got up here now is I've got 3 different readings. The first reading at 24.5, that was when we first got there. And while we were there, they did an upgrade to the Wi-Fi service, and that's the reading that's 37.3. And those are consistent readings. I mean, that's what you got. But if you went up to Fellowship Hall, you could get download speeds of even higher at 46.6. Amazing Wi-Fi throughout the park. They obviously put a lot of time and effort into it. But there's plenty to do here. You're not going to need a lot of Wi-Fi. Maybe go pet a cow, scare up a chicken, you never know. Okay, we'll see you next time.